Hello, everybody. How are you? Continuing our series on baseball terms explained. This time we're going to talk about hit and run. Now, hit and run is a concept that goes back to the very beginning of the game, of the sport. And it allows a competitor that is stealing a base. Now, it has to be during an attempt to steal a base, they can make full contact with a first, second, or third baseman or the shortstop. So they can literally body check the first, second, third baseman or the shortstop on an attempt to steal a base. So this goes back to the very beginning of the game when the rules were still being formed, and some players were coming over from other sports like football, like hockey, and they didn't really know the rules because the rules weren't already in place. So sometimes in an attempt to steal a base, they would just knock the tar out of anybody near them. So if it was on first base, attempted to steal second, and the first baseman was in the way, boom! The first baseman went flying head over heels of a full-on body check. Okay? And this is a rule that has been modified over the years, but persists to this day in very close to its original form. So that's why you see in the major leagues today, hockey style play is allowed as long as you're stealing a base. So if you are not in an attempt to steal a base, then you cannot do a full body blow to one of these players. You cannot try to knock them off their feet. You cannot try to blast them with a body check that sends them into the bleachers. All right? It's partly for the safety of the players, but it's also to limit the physics because it's technically not a physical contact sport like hockey. But it does have elements of hockey, and this is a good example of it, the hit and run, which is a rule that started from the very beginning as they negotiated how players were playing and how the rules should accommodate that or not. The hit and run is one that's been allowed for stolen bases ever since. Hope that helps.